Today we're going to look at the syllables and affixes, sort number 4. This is a review of our double consonants, our E drops, or nothing when we're adding ing to a root word. Just a quick read through our word list here before we get started. We're going to begin with the left-hand column. Setting, floating, stopping, coming, grinning, jogging, pushing, and fixing. To the middle, we have hiking, cutting, living, begging, having, sharing, humming, going. And in our last column, reading and moving, spelling, growling, cheering, talking, working, and snowing. Now, there are a couple of spelling patterns here for us to review quickly. The first one, when we have a consonant, vowel, consonant word, or a word that ends with a consonant, a vowel, and a single consonant, we'll double that last consonant to add ing. In this case, we have set, S-E-T, a consonant, a vowel, and a single consonant. So we double the last consonant, we add a second T, and then we can add ing to the end. When we have an E at the end of the word, we drop the E to add ing. So in the case of hike, we get rid of the E and we add ing to the end to get hiking. Now, when we have a vowel pair followed by a consonant, in this case, read, R-E-A-D, there's nothing we need to do. We're just going to tack that ing onto the end of the word. And our last one there, through the magic of video editing, change from read to spell. Here we're looking at a consonant vowel and then a double consonant, in this case, S-P-E-L-L. In that case, that last consonant is already doubled, and so we can just add ing to the end, and there's nothing else we need to do there. Now, we will have a few oddballs that we need to sort out here, but we'll talk about those as we get going. There's some special rules for those ones. Let's take a look at working. For each of these words, we're going to want to find the root word first. In the case of working, the root word is work, W-O-R-K. And because there's two consonants there at the end of the root word, we can add ing, and there's nothing else we have to do. Our next word here is going. The root word of going is the word go. And that's not one that we've talked about the spelling pattern for yet. Now, go is an interesting one because it ends in a vowel sound and there's no consonant after that. So in this case, because it ends in that vowel sound, we don't need to do anything except add ing. But because this doesn't follow one of our particular spelling patterns, I'm going to put it under oddball here. Our next word is the word snowing. The root word here is snow, S-N-O-W. Now, I know we talked about words that went consonant, vowel, consonant. In this case, we would, double the consonant before we add ing. But again, similar to go, because this ends in an O sound, snow, we don't hear that consonant, we don't have to do anything. So another oddball here that might be a little bit tricky. So one that we need to pay attention to. Because the root word ends in a vowel sound, or O, we do not have to do anything. We can just add ing to that word. So that's one of our oddballs there as well. Next, we have moving. The root word of moving is move, M-O-V-E. Because it ends in E, we're going to drop the E and add ing to that one. Cutting is up next. Root word there is cut, C-U-T. Because this follows a consonant, vowel, consonant pattern, we double the T, we add ing to the end. Our next word here is floating with a root word of float. In this case, we have a double vowel or a vowel pair followed by the consonant. So in this case, there's nothing for us to do. We can just add ing to the end. Okay, reading is up next. Same thing there. We have that vowel pair followed by a consonant, and so there's nothing we need to do but add ing. Hiking is up next. Root word hike, H-I-K-E. We drop the E to add ing. In setting, root word of set, S-E-T. Because it's consonant, vowel, consonant, we double the T, we add ing to the end there. Next word up is stopping with a root word of stop, S-T-O-P. Now this one's a little bit tricky because we have the two consonants at the beginning, but we don't need to worry about that first one. We're just concerned with how the end of the root word is spelled. And in this case, it's top, T-O-P for stop. And so because it's a single vowel followed by a single consonant, we double that consonant to add ing. Living is up next, or live as the root word, L-I-V-E. We drop the E and add ing. The next one here, spelling, root word of spell, S-P-E-L-L. There's already a double consonant at the end, so there's nothing that we need to change in that word. We can just tack ing onto the end. Next up, coming, C-O-M-E. We drop the E to add ing. Okay. Begging, beg, the root word, B-E-G, consonant, vowel, consonant. So we double the G and add ing to the end. Up next is growling. Growling ends in a W-L, so that is two consonants. And when we have two consonants at the end, we only add ing, and there's nothing else we need to do. Next one up is grin. This is similar to stopping. We're just going to look at the last three letters here, and that's a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant, R-I-N. And in that case, we double the N to add ing. Having, H-A-V-E, have is the root word. We drop the E to add ing. That's an E drop word there. Up next is cheering. Well, in cheering, we have that double vowel again, or that vowel pair, followed by a consonant. And so all we do is add ing when we have those vowel pairs. Jogging is next. Jog is the root word, J-O-G. We double the G and add ing to the end. Sharing's up next. Share, S-H-A-R-E. That's an E drop. We get rid of the E to add ing to the end. Then we have talking. Talk being the root word. It is a vowel followed by two consonants. And when that happens, there's nothing for us to do except add ing to the end. Pushing is next. I'm going to make some room here on our chart for some extra words. Pushing, there's nothing we need to do. It ends in two consonants, the S and the H, and so we just add ing to the end. Humming, root word of hum, H-U-M, consonant, vowel, consonant. So we double the last consonant. We get the double M there before we add ing. And our last word is fixing. Now, this is another one that is interesting because as a root word, fix, F-I-X, you would think that we need to double the X to add ing. And if we're following those traditional rules, we would. In this case, anytime we have an X at the end of the word, we know that an X makes a X sound, a K and an S. Well, K and S are both consonants, and because we're listening for that sound, there's nothing that we can do. So even though it's spelled with one consonant, we hear two consonants. And so we don't have to do anything except add ing to the end. So that's that last oddball for us today.